Here we go. Here we go. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Tell a friend. Tell a friend. Here we have another crazy story. Another crazy story. Munna Duke. Munna Duke. He's gone. They said that he was one of the known top ranking O Block members. He's one of the known guys. He was one of the known guys making all the money. You know, he was making so much money. You know, in Chicago, he got a chance to started hanging around with Little Durk's brother's baby mother. They got that close. Matter of fact, you know, they got real close. I believe they had a child together. You know, he was making all that money, you know. So that's what's going on with him right now. But either way, they said that he's gone right now. The only thing I do know for certain, since he was one of the main old block members and the individuals who did this to him, I'm quite certain they're from the Chicago area. And one thing about the individuals from Chicago, it's like they love to take responsibilities for the crimes that they committed. Imagine that. I'm talking about on social media at least, or their songs. But when they get caught up, it wasn't me. So that's what's going on, you know. What's going on with Munna Duke right now, I said he's the one who had all the money. So basically, since he's the one who had all the money, I'm assuming a lot of individuals from O Block right now, they're so upset. They're so mad. Not only did they lose a friend, they lost the guy who had the money. Don't forget, a lot of these individuals have been down and out ever since what happened to King Von. They definitely been down and out ever since what happened to Lil Durk. So right now, he was one of the last ones. I'm sure they still got a couple more, but you know what I mean. You know, we're not gonna get to all of them. There's so many that imagine that. Projects for the criminals. That's what I heard. I'm just talking. But either way, they said they did this young man bad. They say he was partying, having fun, enjoying his life. You know, he went out to one club, and then he went to a next. He tried to go to a next. They said he was going into the club. They said, and then someone just jumped out on him with a firearm and started firing at him. They said over 40 times. They said he started running, and you know, and I guess he fell. They got him. Imagine that. Him and his friend. But three of them that was ambushed. Imagine that. These are bold individuals. These individuals, I mean, it was late at night. I mean, these individuals, I mean, I'm not saying in the daytime is even better. But I'm just saying late at night, you would think these individuals will be out too, having fun, partying, but no. The only thing they was thinking about is crimes. I'm quite certain these individuals must have known that, you know, Duke was one of the main members, and there's gonna be a war that probably come along with it. Imagine that. Is it unaliving of Munna Duke is gonna start another war in Chicago that's probably gonna last another generation, another 10 to 15 years maybe. Imagine that. Especially for the younger individual who did this to him. The younger individuals from old blocks and say, what? I don't know, I'm just talking. You know, but I have to admit, they did him bad. They did him dirty. I have to admit that. I was going to say the violence should stop. Everything should stop. It should. It really should. These individuals need to go turn themselves into the authorities, but they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. Only thing they're going to do is rap about it and talk about it. They're going to talk about it amongst each other. Why not? And then eventually, in a few years down the road, if the individual don't get caught by then, him and his friends right now will no longer be friends. So they're going to put his business out there. Imagine that. That's how it usually goes. That's what I heard at least. But either way, Munna Duke is gone. He can't come back. High-ranking gang members. Don't forget, these gang individuals should call themselves the Get Back Gang. You know, O Block in general. You saw what happened to O Block 6. They were so serious about getting back. You know, they did it in public. Imagine that. Imagine doing things in public. So that's what's going on right now. This is Chicago this summer. It might get very violent. But I'm thinking that Chicago is always very violent, especially on the 4th of July, Independence Day. These individuals play with so many firearms at Independence Day, so many shooters. I have no idea why. You would think they would have learned from prior years, but no. Seems like it get worse and worse. Imagine that. Is it becoming cultural cultural for all this violence to occur in the summertime in Chicago? Maybe. But I do know they keep going the way they're going. No one's going to be left. Imagine that. All the adults are gone. Only young kids is going to be there now. Fatherless individuals. So Munna Duke, I said they got him. He was a money man. And one thing they say, I'm just talking, that's it. Take out the money man, you know, there's going to be consequences that comes along with it. Was his life worth their lives? Imagine that. Imagine the next person's life, the rest of your life. Or freedom, imagine that. Or a combination of both. Unbelievable. Don't forget, I don't know a lot. Only thing I do know is crime don't pay. But either way, RIP to that man right there. He was a money maker. Imagine that.